Good morning, everyone. I hope that wasn't too loud. Um, Welcome to the Senate chamber this morning. Today is our first regular session, 2023, fourth day, Wednesday, March 29, 2023, and it's exactly 9:45 in the morning. Before we move into our order of business today, may I please ask everyone to rise for a moment of silence.
Senator, can we include in our prayers the late Senator Herman Guerrero, who passed away a week ago? Thank you.
Yes, and also in honor of our late Senator Herman Guerrero, HR. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Baca,
Presente.
Senator Cruz,
Here.
Madam President,
Here.
Senator Hofschneider,
Gege.
Senator King Neighbors.
Here.
Senator Magofnia, Senator Manglonia Donald,
Present.
Senator Manglonia Paul,
Here.
Senator Vindiola.
Here.
Madam President, 8 members are present, 1 absent.
8 members are present. Let the record reflect that Senator Karina Magofnia is hereby excused from today's session. Moving on to item B of the agenda on public comment. It's now open for anybody that would like to make a statement on any items of the agenda this morning. You have 5 minutes, and if you have any written comments, you could also hand it over to the Sergeant at Arms so that we could make it officially part of the record of today's session. Anybody? And do please state your name and the entity that you are representing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam President, and distinguished members of this Senate August body. Buenos dias. Good morning. Lesser Mamoy and Tiro to all of you. Madam President, I appear. My name is Oscar M. Babauta. I am the current special assistant for the administration of Palacio Zapatang. And I appear this morning out of interest and also wish to thank you and the members for allowing me to invite the nominees and their families, their staff are currently here to receive and acknowledge the outcome of the Senate session as a result of a Standing Committee Report 23-04 up to 23-08. That being said, Madam Chair, the administration of Palacio Zapatang brings to all of you greetings, warm greetings, and wish to further express their sincere appreciation for the swift effort and efficiency that was conducted through your EAGI chairperson, none other than Senator Selena Roberto Babauta and her members. We thank you for these actions that your Committee on EAGI took upon the duty of having to scrutinize the administration nominees to the extent that are well received by the committee members and hopefully to extend the entire Senate this morning. That being said, Madam Chair, on behalf of the families of the respective nominees and their able staff of the respective departments, we wish to extend the same appreciation to all of you. At any point, it's just sad that unfortunately 3 of the nominees are currently off island due to pressing official trip that would benefit the Commonwealth entirely. Uh, the nominee of Department of Labor is currently not here with us this morning, and that of the DLNR secretary is currently with the Westpac Council in Guam this morning to conclude the Westpac official meeting of the Westpac Council. Hopefully, our DCCA nominee, Ms. Maggie Santos Sablan, who will be forthcoming. She is currently on a long telephone conference with the grantor in Washington, D.C. regarding DCCA's federal programs. We have in the gallery our able and capable Commissioner of Department of Corrections, Mr. Anthony Torres, who is currently here with his spouse and his family as well, and some of the DOC staff. We have Mr. Ross Manglonia and family members. He is currently present in the gallery with us and his staff. So that being said, Madam Chair, Jesus Masi to you for the invitation as well. Buenos dias, and hopefully this session goes out well. Thank you so much to each and every one of distinguished senators, both from Saipan, Tinian, and Luta, and to the people of the Commonwealth, their patience and understanding as we move forward to address pressing issues that are confronting our Commonwealth in general. From the administration again, greetings to all of you. Good morning. Buenos dias.
Ben Probetsu, Mr. Babauta. Just for the record, I did receive a call last night from the DLNR acting secretary regarding his off-island trip, and also from Miss Maggie Sablan about her federal conference call this morning, and that she would try her best to be here on time. If not, we do understand. And also, I am aware that the Secretary of Labor, acting Secretary of Labor, is also off-island. Thank you very much for reconfirming that this morning on the absence of certain nominees. We are still open for public comment. Anybody else that would like to come on up and make a statement? And before we receive the next statement, just for the viewing public, we're also broadcasted on cable channel 23, the legislature's YouTube page. And also the link for this morning's session will be shared on Facebook page. And assisting us this morning is House Legal Counsel Joe Tyrone. Our Senate Clerk, Dolores, is here also. Delbert Camacho, Jonathan Diaz on the IT, and the Sergeant at Arms, Will Algun, is here. And also, I believe, Benjamin Terlahi is assisting us this morning. Anybody for public comment? Recognize Mr. Babauta.
If I may apologize to all of you, I failed to note that I wish to welcome my boss, the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth, the Honorable David Mundu Apateng, in the gallery. Thank you. My bad.
You are hereby excused, and I hope the Lieutenant Governor forgives you for that. Good morning, Lieutenant Governor. Welcome to the Senate session this morning. And also our floor leader is off-island, Senator Karina Magofnia, and the acting floor leader this morning is our Senator Selena Babauta. Thank you for sitting in, Senator Babauta. Anybody else? Yes, go ahead, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
Hapade, paramdu todos na mangayi na Senate body. Para izon mizu final confirmation gas Ross. Usap gayu gini pa ba sapot confirmation para si Ross. Ugagagaw na in Fiat dan maulik na desisyon na para in no ay si Ross na man indigenous affair. Tabiya si Ross ti ma-confirm lo maulik estabilidad niya magay gi indigenous affair. Pues ugagagaw hamzo na in na ay tsansa daw to gimas apa anisisita indigenous affair. Did I say my name?
Ay, hindi ka abifaisan po the
Okay.
state is on mo name, no?
So
As,
for the last time na exciting sa puro manglo niya. Dahil ko ay magay ti manglo niya, in fact gawa na Suzuki Luta. Pues inaano si Carmen Suzuki. Tumelon dan si tata niya si Ross. Ti manglo niya lo tumelon. Pues ugagagaw dinante na decision mizo na para na si Ross na estina pudet para ata ni Oficinas Indigenous Affairs. Si Dus Masit paramdo todos.
Si Diyos masi, Ms. Suzuki needs a mo testimony gininaogaan. The floor is still open for public comment. Anybody? Okay, we're going to officially close the public comment section of this agenda this morning. Moving right along, item C, reading and approval of the journal. I will now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President and members. We have on today's agenda, Senate Journal 2304, according to the agenda, but that is a typographical error, I believe. It should read Senate Journal 2303, third day, first regular session, dated March 9th, 2023, and I move for its adoption.
There is a motion for the adoption of Senate Journal 2303, third day, first regular session, dated March 9, 2023, and has been seconded. Any comments from the members?
Ready.
Ready? Clerk, please call the roll. Yes, call the roll for the adoption of the journal. Thank you.
Senator Babauta,
Yes.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors.
Yes.
Senator Manglonya.
Yes.
Donald, Senator Manglonya Paul, Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
Senate Journal 2303, voting 8 members this morning, is hereby adopted. Thank you. And members, if there's no objection this morning, I would like to jump the agenda down to section M on reports on standing committees. Any objection from the members? No objection. Thank you very much, members. I will now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Under item M of our agenda, reports of standing committees, we have several standing committee reports, starting with Standing Committee Report number 2304 from your EAGI committee, reporting on executive appointment of Ms. Mary Margaret Sablon to serve as Secretary of the Department of Community and Cultural Affairs. Madam President and members, I move for its adoption.
There is a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 2304, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Babauta.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to express my thanks to Miss Mary Margaret Sablon. She is a retiree and grew up actually in the Department of Community and Cultural Affairs. There was no impediment in terms of her background, her educational standing, and her professional standing. And all who came that day to provide public comments were in full support of her nominee. And so your EAGI committee unanimously recommends the confirmation of Miss Mary Margaret Sablon to serve as Secretary, Department of Community and Cultural Affairs. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Any further comments from the members? And before we take a vote, I just do want to inform the public that we will take a recess after we finish all the adoption of their reports, so that family members and the senators can take a picture if they wish to do so. So no further discussions. Clerk, please take the roll on Standing Committee Report number 2304 for its adoption.
Senator Babauta,
Hungan.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2304 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Mrs. Mary Margaret Sablon to be the Secretary for the Department of Community and Cultural Affairs. Recognized floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next item is Senate Committee Report number 2305, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Sylvan O. Igisomor to serve as Secretary for the Department of Lands and Natural Resources. Madam President and members, I move for its adoption.
A motion has been moved for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2305, and it's also been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Babauta.
Thank you, Madam President. Same thing with Mr. Sylvan Igisomar. He practically grew up at the Fish and Wildlife Department of Lands and Natural Resources. He left off island to follow his spouse to serve in another capacity in support of his wife's military career, and managed to attain a higher education in the field that he loves, which is in the fisheries and oceanic studies. And so, with the appointment of Mr. Sylvan Egisomar, the EAGI also found no impediments to hamper or delay his confirmation. And I respectfully request the Senate to adopt the Senate Standing Committee Report 2305 to confirm Mr. Igisomar as Secretary, Department of Lands and Natural Resources. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalka,
Yes.
Senator Cruz.
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors.
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul, Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2305 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Mr. Sylvan O. Igisomar to serve as the Secretary for the Department of Lands and Natural Resources. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President and members. Next, we have Standing Committee Report number 2306, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Ross Hugh S. Manglotnia to serve as the resident executive of the Indigenous Affairs Office, and I move for its adoption.
There is a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 2306, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Babauta.
Madam President, si Mr. Manglotnia Loki, taza impedimento para makonfirma pa ako na haani. What struck me as interesting was during the confirmation hearing was hearing Mr. Manglotnia's confidence in running and being able to lead that office to levels that we probably will never see, have not seen in the past, and his confidence in utilizing federal grants to run the office rather than use local resources. And that is what the type of leadership that we are looking for, to be resourceful and to do more than what they are asked for. So I ask the members to please adopt Senate Standing Committee Report number 2306 to confirm Mr. Manglotnia as resident executive for Indigenous Affairs. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Recognize Senator Dennis Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd just like to commend Mr. Ross Manglotnia for taking this task or this duty, given all the challenges. I wasn't here during the EAGI, but I too share the sentiments of our chairwoman, and I'd just like to put that or state that for the record. Thank you. I yield for now.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalka,
Hungan.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors.
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul, Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2306 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Mr. Ross Hugh S. Manglotnia to serve as the resident executive for Indigenous Affairs Office. Thank you. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Next, we have Senate Standing Committee Report number 2307, reporting on the appointment of Ms. Leila F. Staffler to serve as Secretary for the Department of Labor, and I move for its adoption.
There is a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 2307, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? I recognize Senator Babauta.
Madam President. Ms. Staffler has demonstrated during the EAGI hearings, demonstrated the commitment to lead in her capacity as Secretary for the Department of Labor, and she has taken it upon herself to learn and to grow in the Department of Labor, given the short time she was appointed. And I respectfully ask the members of this body to adopt Standing Committee Report number 2307 to confirm Ms. Leila Staffler as Secretary for the Department of Labor. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Any further comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta,
Ngan.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hufschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors.
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Manglonya Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
All 8 members voting yes for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2307 for the confirmation of Ms. Leila F. Staffler is hereby adopted, and she now serves as the Secretary of the Department of Labor. Recognized floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Last of the Standing Committee Reports, number 2308, reporting on the appointment of Mr. Anthony C. Torres to serve as Commissioner for the Department of Corrections, and I hereby move for its adoption.
There is a motion for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2308, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? I recognize Senator Babauta.
Mrs. Mosse, Madam President, Mr. Anthony Torres has served his entire career in the system of the Federal Department of Corrections, Federal Bureau of the Corrections, and his experience, his demeanor, his professionalism during the EAGI committee demonstrated the integrity he holds to carry forward the Department of Corrections. And we also heard from the members or employees of the Department of Corrections how they've longed for true leadership, and Mr. Torres certainly fits that bill. And so I beg to ask this body to adopt Senate Committee Report number 2308 to confirm Mr. Torres to serve as Commissioner for the Department of Corrections. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta,
Ngan.
Senator Cruz.
Yes.
Senator Hufschneider,
Again.
Senator King Neighbors.
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonya Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2308, and hereby confirms Mr. Anthony C. Torres to serve as the Commissioner for the Department of Corrections. Congratulations, all nominees, for your appointments. A short recess, please. Thank you. We are back from recess. So now we're going to proceed with the rest of our items on the agenda for this morning's Senate session. On item D, messages from the governor. Clerk?
Madam President, we have 11 on our agenda, 2352 to 63.
Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Carl Neighbors.
Thank you. This is in regards to Governor Message number 2359, signing into law House Local Bill 23-02 in the form of draft one. I would just like to thank the governor for his expeditious signing of this bill, as these revenues are critically needed for the island and for the personnel and operations. I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Neighbors. Any other members? Any comments? Okay, moving on to item E, communications from the judiciary. Clerk?
Madam President, we have 2 on our agenda, 2304, which has a deadline of May 13, 23, 2305, also deadline on 5/14/23.
Thank you, Clerk. Any comments from the members? No comments. Moving on to item F, communications from the heads of executive departments. Clerk?
We have one, Madam President, 2304, from the Resident Director of Tinian DLNR.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on to item G, communications from the House. Clerk?
Madam President, from the House, 2307 to 17. On our agenda, we have 10 items.
Any comments from the members? None. Moving on. Item H, communications from the Senate. Clerk?
Yes, we have 25, 2382 to 107.
Comments from the members. Recognize Senator Paul Manglona.
Yes, Madam President and members, I just want to clarify my communication to the Senate regarding my personal absence from the cinema from March 20 to 24. I just want to state that the personal leave that I mentioned here to the Philippines for medical checkup was in no way paid for by medical referral office. There are people out there stating that I went under medical referral, and I just don't want any confusion out there regarding medical referral. I think they have enough headache down at the office, and to for people to state that you can go on medical referral for your annual medical checkup. I think, it's bad enough. People are being approved and then told that because of funding availability, they have to hold back on their medical referral, and then to put out this kind of message that I went under medical referral. I just want to clarify that I went on under my own personal expense. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Senator Paul Manglona. Any other comments from the members? Recognize Senator Donald Manglona.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is in regards to Senate Communication 2391 out of the committee requesting for the president to withdraw Senate Bill 2310. And I just want to state for the record that, several attempts were made to contact the bank as well as the Board of Governor and Director, Board of the Governor and Board of Director representative in the CNMI, but we haven't had the bank call us back, nor do we get any contact information to get comments from the Board of Director himself. And so I had requested for the president to withdraw this and put it on the floor for the full Senate body. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment, Senator Donald Manglona. Any other comments from the members? Recognize Senator Babauta.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to, this is in regard to Senate Communication number 2382, the nomination of Mr. Rufo Mofnas to serve as a board member of Commonwealth Utilities Corporation. His confirmation hearing is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. and I wanted to invite any other members. They're always invited to join and participate in any EAGI committee meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Babauta. Any other comments from the members? None? I recognize Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Madam President. Just to clarify whether the Senate communication number 108 is in order. Is this already in our agenda since we have it in front of us? Do we have to amend rules to include this one? Thank you.
Short recess, please. We're back from recess. Any other comments from the members? We're still on item H. Okay, no further comments. We're moving on to item I, communications from Washington delegate. And I see none. Item J, unfinished business. There's none. Item K, pre-file bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. And at this time, I would like to recognize the author of the legislations, and I will start with Senator Neighbors.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I would like to formally introduce Senate Bill number 23-34 to amend the Crimes and Criminal Procedure Code and definitions of dangerous weapon and serious bodily injury, introduced by myself. If I may go on to the next.
Please proceed.
Also introducing Senate Bill 23-35 to amend Chapter 4, Division 6 of Title 6 of the Commonwealth Code relating to bail proceedings. I yield back.
Thank you, Senator Neighbors. And I shall recognize myself, Senator Edith E. De Leon Guerrero, for the introduction of Senate Bill number 23-33 to require participation in E-Verify in the Commonwealth. And also Senate Bill number 23-36 to amend 2 CMC subsection 7221E to allow more time to take action on the governor's appointment to the Commonwealth Zoning Board. Thank you. Moving on to item L, introduction of bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. There are none to introduce at this time. Oh, short recess
Recess.
to go to the town. Okay.
Go ahead, floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. There are none to introduce at this time under item L.
Thank you, floor leader. Moving on to item N, reports of special conference committee. There's none. Item O, resolution calendar. There's none. Bill calendar, recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. We have Senate Bill 2310 entitled to establish guidelines for the CNMI's membership in the Pacific Islands Development Bank and for other purposes, and I move for its passage.
There's a motion on the floor for Senate Bill number 23-10 for its passage, and it has also been seconded. Any comments from the members? No comments. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babauta?
Yes.
Senator Cruz?
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider?
Again.
Senator King Neighbors?
Yes.
Senator Manglona Donald?
Yes.
Senator Manglona Paul? Senator Mignola?
Yes.
Madam President?
Yes.
Madam President, all 8 members voting yes.
With all 8 members voting yes for the passage of Senate Bill number 23-10, hereby passes the Senate. Thank you, members. Item Q, petitions, memorials, and miscellaneous communications. Clerk?
Madam President, we have 2, 2313 from the Youth Congress and also 2315, Southern Airways.
Any comments from the members? None? Item R, announcements. Any announcements from the members? None? I now recognize for item S for the adjournment of the session. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to adjourn this session subject to the call of the president.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded for the adjournment of this session. All those in favor say aye. Nays? This session is hereby adjourned. Thank you, senators.